I am on Patreon, and Patreon is a platform where I will upload interesting videos where you can learn astrology. Connect with me on Patreon, and we will grow. And I will give you much more deep insights on Vedic astrology, and lot more secrets will be shared there. Hello Seekers, welcome to Punneits Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. Mars, the planet of willpower, the planet of energy, enthusiasm, the planet that rules Aries and Scorpio, will leave its own zodiac sign of Aries and enter Taurus. On 12th of July, Mars will face Jupiter in Taurus, and until 26th of August, Mars will be in the Taurus zodiac sign, and around 15th of August, Mars and Jupiter will be in a Graha Yuddha. I won't say it's a Graha Yuddha, but I will say it's a very, very close conjunction. So when the power of knowledge and action comes together, things start happening. It might mean Devasur Sangram. It might mean the Samudra Manthan. It might also mean that a lot of cleansing will happen. You will work on your inner self, and you would want that food security, financial security, family security, emotional stability, all that will be happening around you, and you will be working on that. Now, question is, who is your Jupiter? Because Mars is weapon, Mars is energy. Jupiter is the one guiding the Mars. And when Mars is being guided by Jupiter, totally depends on where you are drawing your information and knowledge from. Let's understand for each ascendant what this Mars transit has to offer. This Mars, along with Jupiter, will greatly work to improve your knowledge. And if you are a person who is below 30, you must vet out your information. You must completely work on your data twice and thrice so that you know the data is error-free. If you want to take my consultation, you can drop me an email or book directly from my website. All the links are live on my website, and you can take a comprehensive PDF, system-generated PDF report where all the horoscopes, every data is there, and it also gives you a 10 plus year of bird's eye view, 10 plus year of prediction, and it also gives you numerology report so that you can also know a lot about your birth date and its analysis associated with it. If you want to follow me on Instagram, the link is in the description box below. Instagram subscription-based content, which is exclusive to the subscribers of Instagram. You can see there is a subscription button on Instagram. Some exclusive content will be launched there, similar to what I do in my Patreon channel. And if you want to book your puja, you can book it. The email ID is in the description box below. Let's start ascendant-wise analysis of Mars. Watch this video as per your ascendant. But if you know your moon sign, you can also watch this video as per your moon sign. Just consider the analysis at a very emotional level rather than something happening in reality. Let's start the analysis. Aries. For Aries ascendant, Mars rules your ascendant and 8th house. This Mangal goes in the sign of Taurus in your 2nd house, the house of finances. So definitely your attention and your physical presence will be required in your financial areas of life. That means you have to now monitor it more directly and supervise it, and maybe take matters in your own hand. And the second thing is about your family. Your family will need your presence, your home will need your presence, and maybe you will have to manage your finances a lot. Now, presence of Jupiter in this house also indicates that you are willing to bring transformation, a positive transformation in the financial sector. Maybe matters related to real estate, matters related to your inheritance will be resolved during this particular month, this particular transit. Now, naturally, Mars is pure masculine energy, and Mars wants to win. And when it goes in the Taurus zodiac sign, Mars grounding energy actually makes you very polite and humble, even if you earn lots and lots of money. So this has the potential to give you more practical approach towards fulfilling your goals, towards achieving your targets, and you will not miss a deadline. You will be motivated, especially towards your health also, because second house is also something which is connected to food. So you will be highly motivated to, eat healthy food, focus on healthy diet. But people with an afflicted Mars, say your Mars is in Cancer zodiac sign, it is debilitated, then for you will indulge into junk eating, eating lots of oils, and Mars and Jupiter can make craving for oily food. So be careful there, otherwise this can create a very bad health, especially it can hit your heart health. Remember one thing, that Mars is also your 8th lord sitting in the second house. So the transformation will come through the second house, and it is a physical transformation. Don't force the planet to create a bad health. So in order to manage that health, you are forced into the transformation. Rather, if you accept it, if you are willing to, let go of things, you will be in a much better shape. Don't forget, your 5th house is now aspected by both Mars and a retrograde Shani, and 5th house is your solar plexus area. So this means that you will also have to fight your fears, and your family, your loved ones will help you, the resources will help you, and you will be in a much better shape when Mars will be in the second house. And because Mars 8th aspect falls on your 9th house, this also means that you will defend the correct values, your family values, and which means that you are now having a great bonding within your family. Venus in the 4th is going to help you on that. Just ensure that when you are talking, when you are speaking, speak politely and diplomatically, because without diplomacy, this Mars won't go a long way. Taurus. In case of Taurus as an ascendant, also as a moon sign, Mars entering your first house is like you going full throttle in different areas of life. This will give you a lot of energy. Mars is passion, Mars is your willpower, Mars is that inner drive to make things work in your favor. And that's what Mangal is known for, and that is what Mars will do. Jupiter in the first house is already nourishing your ascendant and moon sign. Now, one thing is that you want to pursue your dreams, you are confident about pursuing your goals. You are more ambitious during this time. You are ready to fight, you are ready to win the battle. But on the other side, what are the sacrifices that are needed in order to achieve this task? Have you thought that? Because if you have not calculated the amount of sacrifice that you will have to do, then you are mistaken, you are in some utopian land. Remember, no war is fought without wounds. So if you are fighting a war, victory will happen, but losses, collateral damage are also part and parcel of this. So when Mars is on the first house and you want to, bang your energies and you want to break the shackles and break the walls, remember, this is also going to have a cost. Always fulfill your ambition and dreams when Mars is on the ascendant, knowing the cost, the payment of your dreams. Because Saturn is retrograde in the 10th house, this can be very good time for your career. You will have this Jupiter-Mars conjunction in the Lagna telling you that you are capable now, you are eligible now, you are more deserving than ever, and you will be able to create a beautiful career out of this. But you have to ensure that you are not being too dominating, too possessive and overconfident during this time. You should not swell with pride, rather you should remain humble and grounded, which is the true nature of Taurus zodiac sign. Using more floral colors, doing some gardening, bringing flowers in your home, in working on the feminine side of the life, the creative side of the life. That is how you have to manage the Martian energy. As long as Venus is in Cancer, it is going to help you. The moment Venus goes into Leo, especially the first 12 days of August, will be extremely fiery, extremely, I will say, something that pumps your chest and you want to win and you want to win the battle like a gladiator. But then have you ever thought, what if you lose the battle? Are you ready for that compromise and that sacrifice? So initiate and engage into any battle marriage, personal, or even a road rage. If you know what will be the consequence and if you can handle that. Otherwise, it's better to be grounded and do grounding meditation. Being very practical is the best advice. Gemini. For Gemini ascendant, Mars will move in your 12th house. 12th house is house of isolation, long distance travel. And now it is your 11th and 6th lord going in the Dwadash Bhav, the 12th house, which means that you are going to explore your inner workings, your inner desires. You are going to work on the internal energies more than the external factors. You will also see that the wars that you have fought, the battles that you have won, the fights that you have lost, the experience that you have received will either motivate you to take an extra step, work harder, or on the contrary, it can also stop you from doing something disastrous. So it's a blessing in disguise, Mars going in the 12th house for you. Financially, I will say you have to be careful, because when 6th lord goes in the 12th, it also shows that you are taking loan to fulfill certain expenses. Your 11th lord is in 12th house, which means your income and your expense are matching. That means something is happening which is taking away your day-to-day income. Now this can be because you are paying off the rent, you are paying off the loans, you are paying off the debt. This can also mean that you are having certain career-related challenges or financial challenges, but things are now sorting. Maybe you are selling off a land or a property in order to resolve the issue. So a lot of resolution will happen, but also some tough decisions will have to be taken, something that you will have to absorb and gulp and keep it within you. 12th house Mars energy will make you extremely energetic, but on the emotional and psychological self. So you need to work on your subconscious mind. 12th house is the subconscious mind. Meditate for 13 to 15 minutes in the night. Just a simple Om meditation. Or read a book. But don't be very active when you are about to sleep. A 12th house Mars also means that you will have to be careful while you are driving. You have to be focused on your health. Jupiter is there in the 12th house. Jupiter, which is the 10th lord, Jupiter, which is the 7th lord. So when Mars is going there, it is going to make you more active towards those areas of life. So you are trying to resolve the marriage, you are trying to resolve the issues related to your business, and maybe you are trying to invest more money, fuse more money, so that you can build an empire, so that a future cost can be, corrected, calculated, and compensated. You have to be very careful in all those cases. It may be a rosy picture now, but later on it will be a disaster. Unless you know what you're doing, you have used the true Martian energy, you have strategized, you have planned. So if you are moving one step at a time with full of strategy, planning, having plan A, B, and C, Mars in the 12th house will be an excellent transit for you. It will cover your losses, it will help you manage your finances, it will help you manage your travel, and will give you money from places where you can't even imagine. And Mars being in the 12th also shows that you need to work on your deep-seated desires. You need to think on what is lying within your heart. And focus your energy and kartavya, the duties. Duty is calling and will need certain tough, challenging decisions. Cancer ascendant. For Kark Lagna, this transit of Mars will be in your 11th house. A beautiful transit where your 5th lord is going in the 11th house, your 10th lord is going in the 11th house. This gives you an opportunity to work brilliantly in your career, to learn something, to meet people who are subject matter experts of your own field. This is going to focus more on your social connection. You will make more friends, your friend circle will expand, your associations will expand. After all, Jupiter is there in the sign of Taurus in Rohini Nakshatra. Also, retrograde Saturn 10th from the Mangal. See, Mars have retrograde Saturn 10th from itself in your 8th house. which also means that some connections will be suddenly gone, and you will be surprised that you thought them as your friends, but Mars will come, and Saturn's functioning is going to create a true bond or friendship, and all the false and fake relationships are going to go away. So that is the beauty of Mars in the 11th house. Also, you will be more motivated, energetic. You will have the appetite to take risk. You will have support of some highly qualified and learned people, especially like-minded people, like-minded individuals, and which also means that you will be more happy. Mars is the factor of youth here. So you will be feeling more young. You will be associating with a lot of energetic and young people, or at least people who are young at heart, and that will encourage you to live a life. So it's more lively transit, life-giving transit in your case. And people especially working in teamwork, people especially working with people management, like if you're in HR or sales or marketing, this is going to be a brilliant opportunity to do something. And if you're into the field of engineering, edtech, Jupiter Mars will certainly give you brilliant transformation. Investments and success will come from ways you can't even see or imagine. All you have to do is maintain the faith and continue with the same amount of, I will say, passion and diligence. Otherwise, mistakes are bound to happen. Don't forget, Rahu is in the 9th house, which will keep on giving you shortcuts. But now Mars is with not with Rahu, Mars is with Jupiter. Do not take the shortcut. Sometimes the route that is seemingly longer is the correct route. And Venus, Sun, Mercury on the ascendant will help you greatly in achieving your goals. And Mars in the 11th house also will create new desire, because now you have more resources, the network circle is with you, you are more secured in life, so you would want to go one step further. So it's a transit which takes you a notch higher. Leo, Simh Rashi. Now if you're a Leo ascendant or Leo moon sign, then Mars in Taurus will be a Mars 9th lord and 4th lord in your 10th house. So for Leo, Mars is very, very powerful. Your 4th lord in 10th house, imagine. This pulls you out from the comfort zone and throws you into the war so that you can win and rejoice the victory and get the karmafal. Your Bhagya lord, 9th lord is in the 10th house. This gives you an opportunity to create the Bhagya, the destiny by yourself. So it's a very, I will say, a transit that works on free will. It will work on your instinct. So the more grounded and the more channelized you are during the Mars transit, the better your life will be. Otherwise, you will be like a wild lion, having a lot of potential, but without a kill in the jungle. Which means that you will be having a lot of potential, but producing practically zero result. So it means that you have to sharpen your skills. You have to bring a lot of focus on your career, on your professional ambitions, your aspirations. And the drive that you have in your life, you need to see that it produces certain action. That means you have to be very result oriented when Mars moves in the 10th house in your career, because Mars and Jupiter conjunction can give you a lot of positive result, can bring appreciation from people of high ranks, and your decisive actions in your career, your abilities to lead will be creating a new bright future for you. It's like your CV is working in a nitro boost mode. It's a great time to pursue your goals because Mars is giving you that energy. A 10th house Mars is a Mars which is ready to work. Mars gets exalted in Capricorn, right? Which is the natural 10th house. Now Mars is also going to create certain travel because Jupiter is your 8th lord, Mars is your 9th lord. So both the 8th and 9th lord are in the 10th house. So sudden fluctuations in, say, stock market or if you are into speculative business can trouble you and you would want to take control. The more control seeking you are, the bad your transit will be. After all, Mars has 8th aspect on Sagittarius. Don't forget that. So Mars is with Sagittarius Lord, aspecting the Sagittarius with the 8th aspect. So it's more like it's a will of Jupiter. Jupiter wants Mars to attack its house and destroy all the inhibitions and negativity. That means your faith will become very strong. Question is, with that faith, what are you going to do? Ensure that you are doing your best for the benefit of you, people around you, and the mankind. Virgo. Now for Virgo, Mars rules your 8th and 3rd house. So Mars is basically the agent of transformation as well as your willpower. So Mars is like that weapon that you have in your hand so that you can fight the war, wage your way when you are in the jungle. And when Mars goes into the 9th house, it is going to work on your belief, on your knowledge, and give you that knowledge of higher self. So it is like you are going one notch up, whether it is business, finance, or it is your personal self. You will also see that you will be needed in your brother's life, in your brother-in-law's life, and your role will be paramount. And you will have to be there doing the best what you can do, even if you don't have good relations. Mars and Jupiter in the 9th house will expand your destiny, will expand your idealistic approach towards life, wherein you should not be possessive or obsessed about doing things in a certain way. You need to bring more flexibility in your life. This Mars actually has 8th aspect on your 4th house, which means that it is going to make you quit your comfort zone and figure out happiness in the war. That means you will win. You will be a leader. You will be a guru. But first, you will have to prove that you can win your own battles. So if you have a bad moon, bad sun, or bad Mars during this in your horoscope, then during this time you will win. You will find solutions, be it a psychological matter, be it matters related to education or matters related to finances. Real estate transactions will be all-time high during this time, and you will possibly buy a new asset. And you will trust your luck. Now don't stretch, otherwise you will end up putting yourself deep into the debts. Don't trust your luck too much. This is something where you are creating your luck. So you will have to be very practical when you are taking decisions related to either education or matters related to real estate, property, or even stock market. You will desperately try to take control of the 12th house, which is where you want to contain the losses as much as possible. And for that, Jupiter is going to help you greatly. So you will be getting certain associations and suggestions that will be invaluable to your life. Trust your life partner, trust your business partner, and people who are trying to give you suggestions. If you are full of pride and ego, then nothing can happen. Remember, Ketu is in the 1st house, and the only way you can counter this Ketu is through this Mars and Jupiter in the 9th. People involved in travel industry, people who are business travelers, people who are into aviation, robotics, defense manufacturing will see a great boost. And if you're preparing for these examinations, all the best. Libra. For you, Mars is going to be in the 8th house. And 8th house Mars is somewhat a Mars which is your energy, your family values, the feedback from other people, trying to transform you. So everything around you will be to change you. Well, change is the only constant. You have to change yourself. You will have to trigger the feeling of transformation and allow the process to happen. Since Mars is also the planet of desire, this is going to trigger certain deep desire, and suddenly those deep desires will be exposed and you would want to pursue and fulfill that. Nothing wrong as long as you are not getting into any harm when Mars is in the 8th house. Also, you'll have to be very careful while you are driving, while you are purchasing things, while you are buying stuff, because this Mars can create conflicts in the matters related to land, real estate. And say you want to buy something, you are giving full throttle. You have forgotten that Mars has 8th aspect on your 3rd house, and Mars is with 6th Lord. So this is going to increase the competition. This is going to increase the, I will say, the debts in your life. Now, if you are into big business, if you know the flow, this is going to be the natural thing for you and you will be victorious. But otherwise, this can create certain challenges, especially transformation coming in your source of income may make you a little unsettled. So you should motivate yourself. You have to be, you should be ready to share your resources. You should be ready to bring in your life partner and involve other people when necessary. You should be ready to take the guidance. You will also see that you will be feeling low on energy and confidence during this time, because when the transformation happens, it consumes a lot of energy. So eat good, fuel yourself with positive energy, and if possible, go for an evening walk, and that will give you a positive feel, a positive mindset. And sometimes when you're in isolation, you tend to reflect on yourself. That is very much necessary. This is also going to create certain challenges in your marriage. It may trigger certain underlying issues and you may be very vocal about it. You may go verbal about it. It can make you more angry. You need to work on those areas, otherwise Saturn is not in a good shape. A retrograde Saturn is aspecting Aries and Scorpio both. So this time, although Mars is with Jupiter, use this Mars to solve the problem rather than to engage into an eternal fight. Chanting Hanuman Chalisa, Bajrang Baan is an effective remedy to manage the Martian energies from the 8th house, and putting your energy into sadhana, investing your energy for Jupiterian causes is the only way you can manage the Martian energy. Scorpio. Now for Scorpio, you are ruled by Mars. Your 6th house is ruled by Mars. This Mars goes into your 7th house. So now your first lord is in 7th house. Your 6th lord is in 7th house. You have to be at places where even you don't want to be. Say you are an introvert and you are going into a party. So you will feel a little uncomfortable at this time. It will bring your focus and your physical presence in relationship, marriage, in business partnership, in collaborations. So professionally, this is going to be a transit where you will have to work in the team, even if you want to lead. You will see that you will have to share the power. And if you want to hold on to the power, it will be a difficult time for you. Although you will feel very motivated, you will be with Jupiter, which is your 2nd and 5th lord. So you will get some real good guidance, and you will be also called to give guidance. So if you are a life coach, mentor, teacher, guru, healer, doctor, where you are guiding other people, you are someone who has knowledge, this is going to be the time for you. Say you are now called into some platform or a forum where you are speaking positively and you are sharing your thoughts, and this is going places, this is going viral. Jupiter is expanding your identity more when you are in the public rather than you are within your own confined space. Yes, this can create controversy, this can create enemies, but you have to see that it's a part and parcel of the trade. Now, it is going to be a very good time to start new business, establishing new territories, launching new products. Financially, this is going to be a very good time. Relationship-wise, you need to be very careful. Mars in the 7th house can create a lot of authority and assertiveness and can choke the energies of the life partner, and this can create war, especially if your life partner has a very strong Mars. It can retaliate and it can fire back big time, and you will be caught off guard because the Jupiter there will not help you if you have chosen the path of adharma. But otherwise, the Ascendant Lord coming in 7th also shows that you're working with public, you're working with team, you're going one step ahead and you are helping other people, and in your business, you're going places. So make the best use of it. If you want investment, you will get. If you want people to work for you, you will get. For young entrepreneurs and employees, this is a very good time. From the perspective of health, you need to be very careful, especially your health related to lower abdomen, and especially females have to be careful about your feminine health when Mars is in the 7th house in the sign of Taurus. When Venus will be crossing the Gandanta and when Venus will be either in the second half of the Leo or in the Virgo zodiac sign, this is going to create a lot of fire within you, and this fire can burn you from inside. So pranayam and balance is necessary. This is the transit to balance the power and settle the equations. Sagittarius. Now in case of Sagittarius, if you observe, Mars rules your 5th house and Mars rules your 12th house. On one side it rules your Amrit, the navel region, the solar plexus. On the other side it controls your subconscious mind. And this Mars goes into the 6th house. 6th house Mars is a very, very good Mars, especially if you want to push yourself for discipline, if you want to do something repeatedly, if you're lacking interest in your day-to-day job and you really want to work hard towards that, this is the time. When 5th Lord goes into the 6th house, this also means that some of your positive karma from the past is going to neutralize the prarabdha. And you are going to bring the Amrit in the battlefield to heal yourself. It's a very healing transit, but you have to heal through energy. So people who are working as a healer, who does the energy work, will see their energy is getting expanded. Your intuition is going to work a lot. People in stock market will see positive things happening in their way. You will win the competition, and people fighting court cases will see things going in their favor, provided you are the one who is supposed to get the justice. Now, through Sagittarius, when your Mars is with Jupiter, which is your ascendant lord, this is like Mars is pushing you that I am with you, don't worry. Fight, but for a right cause. This is the time when you are supposed to read Bhagavad Gita, because here Mars is like Arjuna and Brihaspati is like Bhagwan Shri Krishna. With the guidance of Krishna and the caliber of Arjuna, Mahabharata of any magnitude can be won. So you can find victory in any circumstance. Say you are fighting things in your career, this Mars and Jupiter will tell you exactly how to maneuver your way. It may not solve the situation, but it will tell you how to get out of it. And that message is going to come when Mars will enter the 6th house. You will feel energized, your efficiency will increase, and you will be more focused, especially because Mars protects the dharma in the 6th house. Mars' 4th aspect falls on the sign of Leo. Mars is also ready to sacrifice because there is a retrograde Saturn in the 3rd house. And this will also resolve issues with your siblings, with your neighbor, with your cousins. And it is also going to implement healthy habits and give you that vision to pursue something big in your career. The only thing is, Mars is going to burn a lot of things within you. You should be ready to burn like a candle, burn like sun in order to spread the light and transform into something else, which means if you continue to be who you are, then you will suffer. If you want to become something big, time to convert from coal to diamond is here. Capricorn. Now in case of Capricorn, Makar Rashi, Mars is moving out of your 4th house and moving into your 5th house. So this is going to be a brilliant time to be very creative, but a kind of a masculine creativity. You know why? It's like now you understand the Excel sheet equations. Now you will be able to pivot that chart and give that look to the supervisors, and now you are happy and people are loving your knowledge. Now you are solving that code and you are putting it into the production without any defect. Now you are proving your knowledge and doing some certifications. That is taking you one step higher. This is more like a being very creative and thinking out of the box in a very masculine environment, and therefore Mars and Jupiter in the 5th house is a brilliant Raj Yoga for Capricorn natives, especially when Mars rules your 4th and 11th house. Now, definitely this is going to work on the romantic side of life, but you can be very obsessive. So don't be an obsessive person, partner. Give room to your life partner. Mars is also going to make you very much interested into the stock, share trading, risky investment portfolios. Be careful because this Mars next journey will be to the 6th and then to the debilitation in the 7th house. So if you are calculative in your investment, for Capricorn, this is going to be a very good time. This is the time to build hobbies and work towards it. Your hobbies actually can be your source of income and career. So a lot of people will go and find their comfort zone and find the exact place where they want to be. And it's like Virat Kohli always wanted to play cricket and now he's playing cricket. And I was watching a reel where he said that he's not struggling. Don't call his hard work struggle, because struggle is someone who is fighting for food daily, but he's not. He's working hard for what he loves. So if you are working hard for what you love, do it more. Give 200% more. And because this is where you always wanted to be. And if you are in that place, you are lucky. Mars and Jupiter will take you one notch higher. And for others, it will tell you where you are supposed to be. So you will find your own space, your own tribe when Mars enters the 5th house. Just that when you are expressing yourself, this can make you overly bold and it can make you over-expressive, highly extrovert, and sometimes you won't understand where the boundaries are. Especially when you're joking, when you're wearing clothes, sometimes it can be too negative. It can create a negative impression in people's mind. So be very, very cautious there. Also, if you are having problems, especially health-related problems in bearing a child, and especially if you're a female, Mars and Jupiter will bring that healing touch and will create positive environment. Do the Nad Brahma Pranayam every day. Aquarius. Now for Aquarius, Mars will move in your 4th house. 4th house is about your home, your inner circle, your close relatives, something that is going to bring you happiness, peace of mind. And Mars going there is more like that you want to work on that. You want to work to establish the peace. You want to work on acquiring a safe space. You need that emotional security. You need your family around you. Nothing wrong. It will just make you motivated maybe to come back to your family and spend some time. Or it will motivate you to work hard so that you can give a better future to your family. So overall, a 4th house Mars is working more on the subconscious brain, your emotional side, rather than it produces any tangible result. So it might also mean that you are thinking a lot about a career change. You want to bring things under control, but you are feeling also lethargic. Jupiter there wants to expand the comfort zone and Mars there wants to work. So this is going a bit incompatible. So imagine if you're working from home, then suddenly the workload increases. You are working hard but from home and you can't enjoy what you bring for yourself in your home. So for now, keep working hard. Jupiter is there for 1 year, Mars is there for 1.5 months. Allow the Mars to bring in as much resource as possible and work hard so that you can build a better future. Your career can be more prosperous. The future is with Jupiter and you will be able to manage your energies quite well after some time. And if you are working in any Vastu related stuff, interior designing, if you are into the field of construction of houses, or if you are into any such home related project, you will see success coming your way, business coming your way. If you are into the field of nursing, if you are into the field of medicine, ed tech, if you run a educational center, school, college, all that is going to work brilliantly when Mars goes in the 4th house. For general person, for an average individual, Mars in the 4th house is going to make your heart crave and full of energy and full of ideas, but you might not know how to actually relay your message, relay your thoughts, how to put things in place. Take one step at a time and maybe you will need guidance of healers, astrologers and spiritual seekers. Also, Mars in the 4th house do mean that you are gaining real estate, You are buying assets and you are converting your space into a bigger venture, and this is going to create a lot of positive aspect in your career. Say you are launching a new line of product, or you are suddenly expanding and extrapolating your business into different horizons. All that is possible because Jupiter is your 11th lord. 10th lord and 11th lord are together in the 4th house. You are pretty happy with your career, with your income, and your ideas. Pisces. For Pisces individuals, Mars will be in the 3rd house. 3rd house has Jupiter. Now see, this is a peculiarity here. Jupiter in the 3rd house is not that great. Mars in the 3rd house is brilliant. So as if Mars is coming to rescue Jupiter out of the 3rd house. So if you are into the field of dubbing, communication, literature, if you are in the field of learning, educational technology, edtech, if you are pursuing a certification, or if you are willing to spread the word or message and make it viral, if your message is valuable, if you are into podcasting, this is going to be a brilliant time for you. Your 2nd lord is in Bhavat Bhavam along with your Lagna lord. This is the ultimate expression of your identity, and you must do something with it. You must express yourself in the best possible manner. And if you can pursue your dreams, this can be a life-changing transit. This transit can alter your fate altogether. You will feel extremely energized and you will be very assertive in your communication. Your statements, your sentences will be up to the mark, and it will have an impact. Your messages will carry a punch, and that punch will be delivered. And you will be also seeing that you will have this tendency to learn more. The only fault that you may have is you will be having lack of listening ability. So start listening more. And in this time, I will say, keep listening to Aditya Hriday Stotra, Hanuman Chalisa, Lakshmi Chalisa, or because of Mars is in the 3rd house, listen to Sundarkand part. Listen. Why? Because it will improve your listening ability and it will give you a favorable energy shield. A zone will be created around you. Now, because Mars is in the 3rd house, your hands will itch to do something, to act on everything, to show how much you know, to be very proud of what you know. That is also wrong. You are supposed to share, but being very humble and grounded. Taurus is the grounding force, not something that will boast or express loudly. Taurus is a very humble, standard expression. So, you will have to work on your expressive abilities. You will have to work on your communication skills. Also, it shows that you will learn more about you, about people around you, about your neighbors, about your younger siblings. And if there is any trouble that is brewing in your heart, Mars in the 3rd house along with Jupiter has the potential to resolve it very, very quickly. This also shows that you are taking the matters related to career in your own hand and you are working on the debts. Possibly you are going to be debt-free if your Mahadasha or Antardasha allows. Career change is very much possible, a self-induced career change. Now, why are you resigning? Why are you switching job? If you can answer this with proper sentences, you know what you're doing, good. If you don't know, if you can't even answer to yourself, and if the decision that you're taking is entirely emotional, maybe it's the time to take a call, maybe it's the time to revisit because Rahu is in the Lagna, illusion is on your head. Let's begin the meditation. Close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Once more. Inhale. Exhale. Loosen your muscles. Keep your eyes closed. Feel relaxed. Feel that you are in a comfortable space. Feel that you are in a space where everything is fine. There is no problem around you. Every problem of your life is gone. You are more happy. You are more joyful. And you see the 7 colors of the spectrum right now in front of your eyes. See how beautiful and joyful and smiling the colors are. Welcome the colors. Embrace them. And chant this mantra. Hum. With every sound of the mantra, release the negative energy out of you. That's the message of Mars. Hum. 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 The energy that you have gathered, visualize that it is reaching your hands. See how strong you are. And it's the time to thank the divine. Fold your hands in the Namaskar position. Say, Om Ham Hanumate Namah. Om Ham Hanumate Namah. Om Ham Hanumate Namah. Om Ham Hanumate Namah. Slowly rub your hands. Put it on your eyes. Don't open your eyes now. Keep your hands on your eyes. With your eyes closed, take slow, deep breaths and follow the music. Now slowly open your eyes. Allow all the power and all the bliss to enter you. Om, 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 Om. You can now open your eyes.